happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks, how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man revenant.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly twirl around the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall be forth the night of our solemnities.
So, stir up Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. I wound thee with my sword, and one thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another deed, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelance.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaints against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. My gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her wine and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, in feigning voice, verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With bracelets on thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, necks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, into stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, provided immediately in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but a form in wax. By him imprinted, and within his power to either figure or disfigure. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made so bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, for I to be shady cloister muse, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless move.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for I austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield up thy crazed title unto my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate to Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly raked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts could be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and what Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, and the law of Athens should yield you up, which by no means will extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business and confer with you against our nuptials something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgraft in respective
Oh,
years,
spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or, if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath power to say, Behold! The jaws of darkness did devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love with thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place, the swift Athenian law cannot pursue us. So, if thou loves me then, steal from thy father's house tomorrow night, and, in the wood, a league without the town, where once I did meet thee with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, in all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so! Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My eye would catch your eye. My tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such
I give him
skill.
curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers dares could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my heart do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, from Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the woods, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there myself and my Lysander will meet. And thence from Athens steal away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. So farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. For Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes feature unheedy haste. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's fiery eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. But when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then will he to the wood tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Penny Quince, say what the play treats on, then call forth your actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Ooh. A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it if I do. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condone in some measure. The rest.
Francis Flute, the bellows.
Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Bibis car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. The rest.
Francis Flute, the bellows.
No, this is Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein. Lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Penny Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, babe, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming on.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask. And you may speak as small as you will.
Oh, and I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe, too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice.
Disney? Disney?
Ah, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No. No, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Now proceed.
Robin Starveling.
Here, Penny Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout,
Here, Penny Quince.
you Pyramus's father. And Snuck the Joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? If it be, please give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it's nothing but roaring.
Oh, let me play the lion, too. I'll roar that it will make any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that it'll make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son. I grant you that if we should fright the ladies out their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you, and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part for Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Well, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town by moonlight, and there will we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you? Over hill and over dale, through bush, through briar, over park and over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, faster than the moon's sphere, and I serve the very food. I few for orbs upon the moon. I must seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou loveless spirit, I'll be gone. The queen and all our elves come here anon.
Ah, the king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell into wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But She perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns with flowers, makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Or else I mistake your shape in making quite. Or you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he? Frights the maids of the villagery. Those that hobgoblin call you in sweet pack. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse, beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down tumples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough. And the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and sneeze, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, or that she were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? But that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glancing at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus? So not lead him through the glimmering night, from Perigenia whom he ravished, and with fair Echle make him break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa.
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beechen margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain as in revenge, has sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox has therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. And the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. This same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
You meant it then, it lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg for little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, mocking the embarked traders and the flood. When we had laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise.
But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee with this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, a certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And the maidens called it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower. The herb I showed thee once, the juice of it on sweet sleeping eyelids lay, shall make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she espies, she looks upon, be it on lion, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I shall make her render up her page to me.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen in this wood, and here I am, and I am lost in this wood, because I can't find my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone. Follow me no more. Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair, or do I not? In the plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Do not tempt much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You impeach your modesty too much. Leave the city. Commit yourself to the hands of one who loves you not.
Your virtue
To
is my...
trust the opportunity of night, and the ill counsel of desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, in that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. Then, how can it be said that I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from you, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed, when cowardice pursues pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions, let me go. Or if thou wouldst follow me, do not believe but I will do thee mischief in the woods.
Aye! In the town, in the temple, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and eglantine. There lies Titania, sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, reed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice, I will streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, so that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rosebuds, some war with river mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats, and some keep back the cleverest owl that nightly feeds and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Spotted snakes sneak down, thorny hedgehogs hang unseen, newts and vine worms do the wrong. Come not near aloof stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near. Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Let us rest, Hermia, if you think it good. It tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, sweet, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love, take thy meaning in love's conference. I mean, my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then, by your side, no bedroom me deny, for lying so, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. Inhuman modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I, none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence.
Out them, Spot.
Who's here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Trell, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on my peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy be Hermia wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius as a monster fly my presence thus. here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, what a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Say not so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not trade a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says that you are the worthier maid. And things growing are not ripe until their season, and I, being young till now, ripe not to reason. And touching now, on the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, which leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do. In such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there. And never mayst thou come Lysander near, for as surfeit to the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all are hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Hide me for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling in his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves, I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Patch. And here is a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and this hawthorn brake our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Penny Quince,
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Larkin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Oh, not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, right? And let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords. And for the more better assurance, tell them that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
You'll have to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living. You haven't looked to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion?
Hey! You must name his name. His face, half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect. Ladies, fair I would wish you, I would request you, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life be yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were no such thing. No, I am a man as other men are. And indeed therein let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. A calendar. Look at the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus. And through that cranny may Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What a play toward! I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of Odious savors sweet, so... Odors. Odors, savors sweet, so doth thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than I played here.
Must I speak now?
I marry must you. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most
Radiant Pyramus! Most lily white of hue, of color like
triumphant briar, most risky juvenile and yet most lovely too. As true as truest horse, yet would never tire, meet these Pyramus and Ninnies too.
Nice to man. For you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh.
As truest horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were there,
Oh, monsters so strange, we are haunted. Pray, masters, fly. Masters, help.
I'll follow you, I'll lead you back around. Through bog, through bush, through grape, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometime a friar. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn. Like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire every turn.
why did they run away? This is to make an ass.
Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own?
Bless thee, bottom. Bless thee. Thou art changed. Transcended.
This is a knavery of them. To make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing. And they will see that I am not afraid. The owl got so black a hue with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored to thy note, so are my eyes enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair and virtuous force perforce doth move me. On first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more's the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither. And yet, to say the truth, if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I had enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am the spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me, and I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall sing while thou on pressing flowers dost sleep, and fetch thee jewels from the deep, and I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed.
Maggie, and I.
Oh, and I.
And I.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and to pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal. Hail.
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 I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, Mistress Cobweb, I shall desire to do more things. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest lady?
peas blossoms.
Oh, commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and to your father, Master Peascod. I shall desire of you more acquaintance too, good Mistress Peasblossom. Your name, honest lady?
Mustard seed.
Oh, good Mistress Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beak hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire of you more acquaintance too.
Come. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake, that what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patchers, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thickskin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at his advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly. And at our stamp here, o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries and help from Athens calls. Then, briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman. But not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him who loves you so? Lay such bitter breath on thy bitter foe.
How I but chide, but I should do thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, going o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true even for my sake. Durst thou looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm in adder do so much? In adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood. nor is he dead, for what I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege, never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
Well, there's no use following her in that fierce vein. So, here, therefore, I will a while remain. Oh, sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For death the bankrupt sleep the sorrow. Now in some slight measure will pay, for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of this misprison must perforce ensue some true love turn, and not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
About this wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of thy purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Helena. Helena. Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. In vow so born in the nativity, all truth appears. How can you think these things in me be scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills, truth no devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put in two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Or none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect divine! To what should I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, but oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. All that high white tar snow, and band with the eastern wind, doth turn to crow when thou wavest up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, and Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. If e'er I loved her, all thy love is gone, and 'twas as a guest why she journed. And now to Helen is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou shalt abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, bound. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, who would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, all sisters' vows, all the hours that we have spent, where we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, all is all forgot. All school days friendship, all childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grow together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but yet a union in partition. And will you rent our ancient love asunder, to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. It is not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he thus to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, that miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
Hey! Do persever! Counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Hold the sweet jest up. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuses. My life, my love, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou can compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Away, you cursed wench!
No, you'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet not come. You are tame, man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat! Thou bird, vile thing! Let loose, or I I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love!
Thy love, out! Tawny tartar, out! Thy hated potion, loathed medicine, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, Sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would have had your bond, for I foresee a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you left me, yet since night you left me. Oh then, you left me. The gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of question, of hope, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love Helena.
Oh me! You juggler! You caker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, faith. What? Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, that you mock me, gentlemen, that are not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift in all truishness. Let her not strike me. I'm the right maid for my cowardice. You perhaps may think that because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark! Yes!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Never wronged you. Ever kept your counsels, save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him, but he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go, to Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who it's that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Fear not, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take up her part.
But when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little? Again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you mistress of hindering knotgrass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You ought to have wishes in her behalf, let us scorn your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, for if thou dost intend such little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay. I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stand your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
Yes, exactly. Take care. Take care. Well, I don't know. We talked for quite a bit.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committed thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? So far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have loitered an Athenian's eyes. And, so far am I glad it did so sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon, with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and leave these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. Whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
So therefore, my Puck, make no haste. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
What art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away! Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling
Yea. Also there.
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
Oh, he goes before me, and still dares me on. I follow fast. The faster he did fly, they fall into I, in a dark, uneven way. Oh. And here I will rest me. Come thou, gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
What are you waiting for, dude?
Pardon if thou darest. Well, I know thou runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not to stand with look me in the face. Where art thou now?
What are ya, freaking blind? I'm right freaking here. Cheese 'em up, start crow.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Oh, thou shalt buy this deer from where thy face by daylight see, and go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! How long and tedious night, abate thy hour! Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make 4 females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Be dabbled with the dew and torn with briar. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desire. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man shall take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and steep musk roses in thy smooth, sleek head, and kiss thy fair large ears. My gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready.
Mr. Cobweb, good mademoiselle, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good mademoiselle, bring me the honey bag. Where's Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Mademoiselle Mustard Seed, good mademoiselle, give me your knee. Leave your courtesy, good mademoiselle.
What is your will?
Nothing, good mademoiselle, but to help cavalry Peas Blossom to scratch. Thinks I am monstrous hairy about the face. I must to the barber's, for I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must stretch.
Say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would rather a handful or two of dried peas, but let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle and twist. The female ivy sow and rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her, and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask for her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. So, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp off the head of this Athenian swain, that he waking, when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Why, Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep than all these five of sense.
Music ho, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I, new in amity, will tomorrow at midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pair of the sleeping lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fiery king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after that night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. And this Demetrius is. And this Helena. Old Netter's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and here in our tent came here and grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus. Is not this the day that Hermia gives answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Oh, pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I speak, for truly I do think, and now do I bethink me, so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby defeating you and me. You of your wife, me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth and their purpose hither to this wood. And fury hither followed them. She, in fancy, following me. My lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it seems all my love for Hermia melted as the snow, and seems to me now as an idle god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And now all the faith, all the virtue of my heart, the only object, pleasure of my eyes, Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness, I did loathe this food. But as in health, it did come to my natural taste. And now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we'll hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple with us by and by, these three couples shall be eternally knit. Away with us to Athens 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, my own and not mine own.
Now, do you think that we're awake? Oh. Why, seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Come, let us follow him then. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho. Ready, Quince? Flute, bellows mender. Snout, starveling! It's my wife. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Ask the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go back to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man can tell why. Methought I was... And methought I had... Man is but a patched fool if he were to go about to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's tongue is not able to conceive, nor his heart to report what methought I was. I will get Penny Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream. For it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, the play is marred, it goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens who can discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had been all made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost 6pence a day in his life. He could not have escaped 6pence a day. And the Duke not given him 6pence for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day for Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads?
Oh.
Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Oh, most courageous day, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will say is the Duke hath done. Get your apparel together. Meet presently at the palace. Let every man look o'er his part, for the short and the long is our play is preferred. Let Thisbe have clean linen. And let not he who plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away. Let's go.
Tis strange, my thesis, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true, and never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell could hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of a goat. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to local habitation a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks? What dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That I have told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical? Tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord in this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess made my eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Oh, rough-handed folk that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender. Go, bring them in, and take your places, gentles.
So please, your highness, the prologue is addressed.
Let her approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. Now, all for your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This lady doth not stand upon points.
She hath rid her prologue like a rough colt. She knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, she hath played on a prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Her speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, his servant. This dame with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder. Through walls chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This girl, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorns, presenteth moonshine, for if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe cometh first by night did scare away, or rather did fright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stay. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with bloody blameful blame, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, all, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if a lion be to speak.
No doubt, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This rough cast, this loam, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, night. Oh, night, with hue so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to bleep through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, indeed, sir, she should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans, before parting my fair Pyramus and me. These cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with thine and knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love, I think.
I am thy lover's grace, and like think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander, am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hold, and not my lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny still meet me straightway?
Kind life, kind death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Is the bureau down between the two neighbors?
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows. The worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
Well, it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may well perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion puff in wildest rage doth roar. But know that I, one snuck the joiner, and the lion fell. Nor else no lion's dead, for if I should, as lion, come in strife into this place, pity on my life.
A very gentle beast with a good conscience.
The very best of a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lantern doth the horn moon present, and I, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be in the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
She dares not bring the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I appear to the moon. What you can change?
It appears by her small-lighted discretion that she is in the lane. But in all courtesy, by all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is that this lantern is the moon, I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why? Now you see, all of these should be in the lantern. For all of these are in the moon. Oh, besides, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Mimi's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well, shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Hermes.
O moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take your truest Thisbe's sight. But stay. Oh, spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, dear! Thy mantle good, what? Stained with blood? Approach ye furies fell! Come, fates, come, come! Cut thread and thrum!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? For lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come tears, confound. Outsoared and wound, wound that pap of Pyramus, aye, the left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus, thus, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now,
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before this becomes back and finds a lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes now, and her passion ends the play.
But thinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be free.
A moat may turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is better? She for a man God warrant us, she for a woman God bless us.
Oh, she had spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep? My love? What? Dead? My dove? Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb. Dead. Dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These ruby lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, for you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade. My breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue or to hear a Bergamasque dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is, truly and very notably discharged. Solemnity of nightly revels and new jollity.
the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite on churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house, give gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, hop as light as bird from briar. Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three, ever true in loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his leave, and each several chamber bless, to his palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet we all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night to you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Thank you.